Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Legend Series, Marvel, Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, and that's from the Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure. And this figure looks awesome in package. And it comes in that typical Marvel Legends style packaging. It's got the Captain Marvel logo on the top. Got a little realism artwork on the side of Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson. And we get read-up information right here. There's that same artwork. It's like photoreal artwork, I guess. And then we got everybody from the wave. So definitely, again, I'm going to keep saying it throughout these reviews. It's a solid wave. Build a figure, I'm not too sure. We'll find out once I build it. But at least the individual figures, I mean, they're pretty solid looking figures now that I have them all in hand. So let's get Samuel L. Jackson out of the package. Mr. Fury, Mr. Jackson, he looks great out of the package. He has a little bit of QC issues, which we'll dabble into once we actually look at the figure. He comes with the big meaty arm of the Kree Sentry, looking nice and purpley. And he comes with a amazing accessory. He comes with a couple cool accessories. But the first one, we get a pistol. Pistol that we've seen before, but again, it's a pistol that is needed. We need more realistic guns with our figures, just because I'm tired of all this weird futury, lasery Nerf guns. So cool, we get a pistol. I'm happy with it. Then we get Goose. Hannibal Goose. But nah, I mean, it's a really cool sculpture. The eyes are cool. The little handcuffs and everything. Looking really nice. And to give you a heads up, if you haven't seen Captain Marvel, I might say a little bit of spoilers. So I'll give you a heads up right now. So if you're watching this, I may do a couple spoilers. Nothing crazy, but it might come out. Like especially with this Goose figure, it just didn't make sense because I don't recall Nick Fury actually carrying him all chained up like this. I'm not too sure how accurate that is, but I don't think it is. But it's still cool that we got it, because then you can mix it with other characters. And I don't know if he won't stand up by himself. So he just plops over. Figure itself looks pretty good right at the get-go. Hopefully you guys can see my QC issue. That hairline, look at that. They didn't paint it all the way. So it just has that weird, lumpy part that needs to be painted. And I don't even know if I can find it. It's not just black paint that they used for the hair, so that's going to be a challenge. His face isn't too bad. It's very shiny. His eyes are green, and that rumor that's out there, you know, spoiler alert, it's definitely debunked, at least from the Captain Marvel movie. And then the rest of his body is that Agent Coulson, Professor X, everybody in a suit outfit. Just different color. We got a gray tie, white shirt, and then he has the appropriate skin tone for the hands. And it's just a basic suit. So articulation, you know, it's going to be the same. If you've seen my Professor X one, any other suit reviews, I mean, you got the arms that can go up, you got the swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows, wrist rotation, wrist bends, you know, the waist rotation that looks okay because it's hidden by the jacket. You had a little bit of ab crunch. And it can lean back, all that good stuff. His head now can be different. Let's see. Get that crazy, weird hunch in the back, but you can get him to look down quite a bit and look up, but I don't like that nasty little gap right there. That's keep his head down like that. So yeah, that's pretty much his articulation. Do the splits, thigh cuts, get double jointed knees, and the ankle bend and swivel. I mean, this thing, if this wasn't a solid color, if you can see where that hinges and stuff, it almost looks like a slipper. So if you saw my Professor X review, same body, just different sculpted face and then different hands. So definitely not a bad looking Samuel L. Jackson figure. So yeah, you could use this as a Nick Fury. He doesn't have the, you know, a younger Nick Fury, but I can see a lot of people using this as a like Pulp Fiction custom or just to have a Samuel L. Jackson figure. I mean, this is pretty much a young Samuel L. Jackson in a suit. Looks pretty good. But let me go ahead and get them all geared up. Say what? One more time. But yeah, that's him with his accessories. He holds the cat pretty decent. The scruff is pretty much molded to fit that hand. So he has the scruff holding hand and the trigger finger hand. But the trigger finger hand, it's blurry. You can't really see it. Let me focus here. You can see the webbing. I had to it's like stretching out because they didn't cut it deep enough to put his finger through like the trigger hole. So I had to sort of push it in there and it's stretching. I'll probably take an X-Acto blade to slice it a little bit because you need to be able to put the finger through the trigger. I mean, that to me makes certain figures not look right if they can't do that. It's like you have a gun in your hand, but you're not going to pull the trigger. And as you saw, the cat just sort of dropped right out of his hand. So looking up close, he's got that little indent. Oh, that on that side, that's a heavy scruff grab right there. It's like you could put like a Pez in there. No, it's not nearly as bad, but let's see. Yeah, it's definitely meant for the thumb. But he does want to fall out. I had him in there nicely, so you gotta play around with it a little bit. Let's see. Poor little goose. His goose is about to get cooked. But I found out with all the constant fiddling with this little kitty cat, the best way to really get him to hold it isn't even about gripping it on this hand. It's literally use that little slot I pointed out. That's right there. If you'll focus, you can see the indent right there. And you just sort of push his thumb right into it. And it will hook onto the thumb. You can get him to hold it nice. It just looks weird when you look at it that way because he's not really gripping it. So he's got super strong hook thumb. But you can still get him in some nice poses. Or you can probably even heat up his hand a little bit. Some hot water or hair dryer and close it down a little bit more. But you definitely have to rely on that thumb. So it's definitely a nice figure. You know, nothing crazily new, especially with the body and everything. It's a figure that whole body we've had numerous times, just getting that head sculpt, the extra accessory, and hey, a gun. So that sums up my unboxing and review of the Captain Marvel young Nick Fury. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe. It's just basically I'm pumping out content. And if you're liking it, just click that little red subscribe button. And I want you guys to make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Both Facebook groups are down below, so make sure you check them out. You got the community, interact with your fellow nerd. You got the pre-order group, which keeps you in the know with collectibles and new stuff coming out. And you get a great pre-order price. And then the item gets delivered directly to your doorstep. And then also, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.